We've got two Barrel King Stagg Jr. finished bourbons, but how do they compare to the real deal? Let's find out. Welcome back to another episode of Neat Bourbon. My name's Tanner, and today we're doing a blind tasting. We've got Stagg Jr. Batch 19 or 22B, and then we've got two Barrel King products that have both been finished in Stagg Jr. barrels. This one's coming in at, let's see, 120.2. This is the this is the Squib Games. So this is from Jason C. over at the Madison Drum, one of his Patreons, so I was able to pick this one up through their barrel pick program. This one's clocking in at 124 proof. This one right here, the Stagg Jr. Batch 19, that's 130 proof. The Barrel Kings, both aged over 6 years. The Stagg Jr. non-age stated, but rumored to be in that 8 to 9 year age range. So my gracious wife has been kind enough to go ahead and pour these for me. And let's see if we can't pick out the winner. So really been looking forward to doing this all week. I'm almost done with this Squib Games. I mean, you can see running low, so hopefully that won't impact anything. That bottle was freaking amazing. Just by like looking, my wife gave me some pretty hefty pours here, so we're gonna have a good night with these. This much high proof bourbon. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I don't know which one's in the glasses. I just know it's one of those three bottles. So yeah, this was got to fly down here. Yeah, getting a lot of sweetness on the nose, a lot of caramel. You can definitely smell some oak. You know, from the nose, not getting like too much of like a berry note like you would expect from a Stagg Jr. But let's go ahead and get into this and see what we think. Oh yeah, that is nice. I mean, you can definitely taste the proof, but you do get a little bit more of that berry sweetness on the palate. It does have an oak presence, a little more bitter, but yeah, it's really good. But yeah, just a little bit more drying than I would expect from like the Stagg 19. But yeah, no, that was very good. Let's go ahead and get some water and the next one. I mean, all these seem to be very similar colors, so nothing's really standing out there. Ooh, yeah. So glass number two seems to be a lot more. I don't know. It's like a smooth, clean in terms of like there's like no ethanol in this one. Hmm. Yeah, this one's definitely easier on the palate. Lot of sweetness on this one. More coming from like a caramel style sweetness than like the berry, than being like a berry forward style sweetness, like a stewed berry or like that maraschino cherry. That you would, I mean, not, yeah, more like, you know, those red dark cherries that you'd be putting in those old fashions. So the first, I mean, comparing glass one to two, I'd probably give the nod slightly to two. It's a little bit smells a little bit more balanced on the nose. It seems to be a little bit more put together. Now let's go into glass C and see what we got, or three. Oh man, these nose these noses are all three very similar. Yeah, it is good. They are all very similar. On the noses are similar. The palates are all very similar. Not one of them's like, I would say this one, Glass 3, is kind of standing out the most, but I don't want to, call one right now. But yeah, I don't know. I would say either one of these two would probably have to be the Stag. I don't know which one, but so I'm gonna have a little sip of water. I'm gonna go back through them, and then we can regroup, and then we'll come together with my final thoughts. All right, welcome back, guys. So had an opportunity to go through these. Going to go ahead and place them in their orders here in a second. But overall, the nose on glass 1 fell a little bit short. 2 and 3 felt like it was the oak was a little bit more drying on the palate. Wasn't quite as berry forward or like over with that like punch kick of sweetness that I was looking for. So we're gonna put 1 in third place. Second place actually goes to glass 2. Now this like two and 3 were very close, but I just felt like glass 3 was a little bit more put together. It honestly wasn't quite as berry forward as I was thinking that any of them were going to be, but glass 3 came through with like such an amazing like caramelness, like caramel sugar with like a little bit of stewed berries in there that like I thought was my personal favorite of the 3. But so my wife was able to go ahead and write down what these are. So let's see. In third place, we have glass A, which goes to right here. Glass A goes to Barrel King, which is this one. Man, so the normal Barrel King, 6 years, older than 6 years, finished in the Stag Barrels, came in third. Let's go ahead and see. Second place is B, Squib Games. Way to go, Jason. So, Mash and Drum, Jason C. This was their pick. That's pretty sweet. And we do find out that Stagg Jr. Batch 19 came in first place. Now, I do want to say that this was very close. Pretty nitpicky here, batch 19 for Stagg, doesn't have the same berry punch as previous batches, but it's great to see that Barrel King can be coming in and you can be finishing bourbons, in Stagg Jr. barrels, and you can get such a close profile that it was hard to pick out which one was which. But it is great to see that the OG Stagg Jr. was able to hold it down against this competition. Anyway, well, if you enjoyed this video, would you consider subscribing? My name's Tanner, and this is Neat Bourbon. And always remember, pop the bottles and share the pours. And we'll see you in the next one.